it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, and after reading through all of this, I'm kind of questioning whether or not I should have actually gotten out of bed to do a video on it, but regardless, we got out of bed, so we're doing a video on it. Summoner's War developer note, this is for some rune management stuff for update 6.5. Also, we have a brand new Hall of Heroes. This is another one that I'm not sure that I should have gotten out of bed. It's the Wind Lich. He's not meta. I don't know what else to say about it. Honestly, it's not a unit that people are going to really do much with. He may get a buff in the next balance patch. I don't know. That could be a possibility, but aside from that, I don't... Guys, you know I will make an excuse to, like, say every monster is usable somewhere. The Wind Lich is... Use him in Guild Siege, maybe. That is... Yeah. So, anyway. Bailey can't find anything good to say. He's got a shield! So, anyway... that's what you get for 6 in the morning, guys. We have the Summoner's War developers note. This is just rune management tools for... well, some people love to tinker around on free rune removal, so they're going to love these tools. If you're already using Swap, then that's already a more robust thing than this is going to be. At least ComToys is doing, you know, trying to make more rune tools in the game, which is nice, which I appreciate. Them trying to improve the game in any way. So, yeah, and this is also going to benefit some early game players. It's fairly quick, though. It's really quicker than, like, the amount of words that are actually in this. But we have this new little button over here, Rune Statistics, where you can see the rune builds for the different players on the server. Like, oh, this percentage of people have this unit built, like Vertiheal, on Violent Revenge. It doesn't really show why it's on Violent Revenge. It just shows... it's on Violent Revenge this percentage of time. Like, this would be for RTA, right? Violent Revenge on RTA, or Triple Revenge for RTA. Rage Blade or Fatal Blade is going to be for actually doing dungeons with him, like, for example, Dragon's B12 or whatever. But it doesn't really show, like, where it's should be used like that. But, I mean, at least it's better than nothing, right? I mean, you could still go into the debate and see, like, where these different builds are being used. It also shows the percentage of the time when it's, like, attack slot 6 or whatever, or HP slot 6. I mean, if you're using it for dungeons, it should be attack slot 6, because you want the dungeons to go fast, and not things to... yeah, you want the dungeons to go fast. But HP is going to be more RTA build, but I think most people at this point know that. Especially the people that are watching this video, that are watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos on multiple different channels that are like, yeah, we have known that for years. But it's going to be, like, these are things that are going to be nice for new players, right? There's not that we'll be nice. We'll be nice today. It's going to be nice for new players. Also, Rune Auto Engraving. This is going to be, this only works with the units, it only works with the runes that are in your inventory, not, it won't pull from anything that's already equipped on units. On different units, like, for example, even if it's in storage, it won't pull from those things. It just auto-equips the best runes for the situation that you're trying. Like, it will try to pull from whatever, if you're going to rune Vertiheal, it will try to pull Rage Blade or Violent Revenge or whatever. I don't know what it would pull for Vertiheal. Now we have to test it out. But it will pull from your inventory of runes, like, what the best thing that ComToys thinks is for any given unit. It may be good, it may be bad, it'll be better. It'll at least be decent for early game players, but I don't know how accurate this is going to be just in general. I guess we'll find out. So yeah, that's gonna be curious. But I think that anyone that's been playing the game for quite a long time is probably not going to use this too much unless they're just looking for a starting point. They're like, okay, let's just do the auto engrave, and then we'll go from there and fix all of the problems. And then also take runes from things in storage, etc., because, you know, we always do that anyway. Then we have, so you can kind of see that there. Then we also have the save runes for all monsters, so you can save runes for all of your monsters, load runes on all your monsters, because some people do free... By the way, we're getting another, like, 3-day rune removal thing. I think it's from the 19th to the 22nd, it said, but that's coming up later. You can save the runes on all your monsters. You can load the runes on all your monsters just in case you do a rune removal, and then you decide, oh, I hate this now. It was better before. So you can go load the runes back on from before, and if you completely destroy your account. But this some of these rune tools might be nice for people that are doing Siege, that like to have multiple copies of, like, for example, Lulu, multiple copies of that, or multiple copies of, like, a shear or whatever they have multiple copies of, to switch the runes between those. That could be nice for them. That could be quick and easy. We'll see. I guess we'll see it in action of like how fast it is to actually do this. There is a cooldown time of 10 minutes though. It says it's somewhere over here. There's a cooldown time of 10 minutes, but yeah, it's at least going to be. Some people may find it useful that like to swap their runes around all the time, that get a lot of use out of rune removal. Well, it says here, load at any time, 200,000 mana stones will be consumed to save the rune settings, cooldown of 10 minutes after saving. So some people will really enjoy this. For me, I don't switch. I mean, if I'm going to switch runes, it's going to be, I don't tinker around on rune removal day. The only things that I switch runes for is if I'm doing a video showing a monster, like, oh, I took the runes off this one and I stuck it on this monster because we're showing it in this content today. And that's about all I do as far as that. The runes on the monsters are generally how I want them, except that I keep messing it up from that. You know what? Maybe I will get way more use out of this than I think I will. It's entirely possible that I just don't see the true value. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I probably would get more value out of this than I want to really admit. So, yeah, we have a special rune and artifact removal event over here. And then we're going to be, I don't know what else is going to be in update 6.5. We still don't have any speed improvements on upgrading these runes. We don't have any increased rune storage or anything like that. I don't know if you guys even want increased rune storage, but for me, the speed on rune upgrades is an absolute killer. Like it's an absolute killer. And it has been for years. And I just like, I don't even want to upgrade runes anymore. I'm like, I could farm for more runes, and I always do, but I'm like, I really don't want to upgrade these runes because it takes way too long. But anyway, that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This basically, we just covered most of it. It's for some people will get use out of it. It's mostly for early game players that are confused at the rune builds for things. But if you use swap, you may just continue to use swap and use this casually, like this load and save whatever casually, and probably not use the auto engrave, and probably not use, or maybe just use it as a starting point, and go from there. But anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna go to bed now because I was supposed to already be in bed. See you as always in the next one.